Welcome to the Human Curious. If you enjoy exploring the depths of human experience, make sure to subscribe, share, and like this video. I will never look at solitude the same way after learning this. We live in such a fascinating time, don't we? We're more connected than ever, yet many feel a quiet hum of disconnection. It's a paradox, isn't it? Surrounded by many, yet feeling alone. Today, let's explore embracing solitude as a path to deeper connection. In the quiet, we find our truest voice and genuine contentment. Let's explore our reliance on external validation. Think about it. How often do we post online and anxiously check for likes or comments? Compliments lift our spirits, but lack of them can make us question ourselves. Appreciation is wonderful, but tethering our self-worth to it is precarious. We become like ships without anchors, tossed by others' opinions. Measure your value by your own internal compass, not external applause. Now, let's talk about a very modern affliction, one that keeps us tethered to our devices and constantly looking over our shoulder, the fear of missing out, or FOMO. This isn't just a catchy acronym, it's a genuine anxiety, a persistent feeling that others are having more rewarding, more exciting, more fulfilling experiences than we are, and that we are somehow deficient for not being part of it all. It's the nagging thought that if we're not constantly connected, constantly checking, constantly engaging, we're falling behind or being left out of something crucial. This fear is fueled by the curated highlight reels we see on social media. We scroll through feeds filled with perfect vacations, exciting parties, career achievements, and seemingly flawless lives. We often use distraction as a crutch. In a world full of stimuli, it's easy to avoid uncomfortable thoughts. When boredom strikes, we reach for our phones or turn on the TV. Distraction becomes a habitual escape mechanism. We drown out our inner world with external noise. Chapter 4. The Solitary Myth, Redefining Solitude Beyond Isolation. One of the biggest misconceptions that prevents us from seeking out and benefiting from alone time is the deeply ingrained cultural belief that solitude is synonymous with isolation, loneliness, and unhappiness. We often picture the solitary individual as a sad, lonely figure, cut off from the world, perhaps even a bit strange or pitiable. This narrative is powerful, and it can make us fear being by ourselves, interpreting any desire for solitude as a sign that something is wrong with us or our social lives. But this understanding is a profound misinterpretation of what true, intentional solitude really is. Isolation is often a state of unwanted separation, a lack of desired connection that can indeed lead to loneliness and distress. It's a feeling of being cut off when you yearn to be connected. Solitude, on the other hand, when chosen intentionally, is a very different experience. Chapter 5. The Inner Dialogue, Discovering Yourself in the Quiet. Solitude offers the profound gift of self-knowledge. Daily life drowns out our inner voice. We're too busy to listen to ourselves. Solitude provides that sacred space. Alone, we tune into our thoughts and emotions. It's like turning down a noisy radio. In these moments, we ask ourselves, what truly matters to me? What are my deepest values? What are my hopes and dreams? What patterns am I repeating? What am I truly feeling? Gap here. 3. Chapter 7. Mid-video reflection and engagement. Let's take a moment to reflect on what you've learned so far. Solitude helps us discover ourselves, tune into our deepest values, and cultivate inner peace amidst the chaos of daily life. Gap 2S. Now, take a deep breath and give yourself a few seconds to let these ideas sink in. How does solitude resonate with your current life? Are you finding ways to embrace it even in small doses? Gap 2S. If you're finding this content valuable, don't forget to hit that like button. Your support helps us bring you more insights and inspiration. Thank you for being here with us on this journey. Gap 3S. Now let's continue exploring the profound benefits of solitude. Chapter 6. The sanctuary within cultivating inner peace through quietude. Beyond self-knowledge, another profound benefit of embracing solitude is the cultivation of inner peace. Our modern world is a symphony of stimuli. Constant notifications, traffic noise, endless information streams, the demands of our schedules. Our nervous systems are often in a state of chronic low-grade activation, always alert, always processing. This relentless barrage of external input can lead to feelings of stress, anxiety, overwhelm, and mental fatigue. It's like trying to find rest in the middle of a bustling marketplace. True calm is elusive. Solitude offers a sanctuary from this external noise. When we intentionally withdraw into quietude, we give our minds and nervous systems a much-needed break. Chapter 7. Beyond the self, solitude as a gateway to deeper connection. Solitude not only helps us connect more deeply with ourselves and find inner peace, but it also serves as a powerful gateway to strengthening our connection with something larger than ourselves, be it a higher purpose, our spiritual beliefs, or a sense of universal consciousness. Throughout history, spiritual seekers, mystics and visionaries from all traditions have recognized solitude as an essential ingredient for profound spiritual growth and insight. It's in the stillness, away from the distractions of the mundane, that the whispers of the sacred can often be heard most clearly. When we quiet the external noise and the internal chatter of the ego, we create a space for a different kind of listening, a different kind of awareness to emerge. This is where practices like meditation, prayer, contemplation, or simply being present in nature take on a deeper significance. Beyond the spiritual and emotional benefits, solitude plays a crucial role in fostering creativity and enhancing our ability to focus. In a world that constantly vies for our attention with notifications, emails, and an endless stream of information, deep, sustained concentration has become a rare and valuable commodity. Our minds are often fragmented, flitting from one task to another, rarely settling long enough to engage in profound thought or creative exploration. Solitude provides the antidote, an undisturbed space where the mind can dive deep. Think about the moments when you've had your best ideas. Were you in a noisy, crowded environment, or were you perhaps alone on a walk, in the shower, or simply sitting quietly? For many, creativity flourishes in the absence of external distractions. When we are alone with our thoughts, our minds are free to wander, to make novel connections, to explore unconventional ideas without the fear of judgment or interruption. This mental roaming is essential for the creative process, allowing for the incubation of ideas that might not surface under the pressure of constant engagement. It might seem paradoxical, but intentionally spending time alone can actually lead to deeper and more meaningful relationships with others. Often, we operate under the assumption that more interaction equals better connection. We fill our social calendars, constantly stay in touch via messages, and strive to be always available. While staying connected is important, the yay of our interactions can sometimes suffer when we are overextended, depleted, or not truly present because our own inner well is dry. When we regularly take time for solitude, we are essentially recharging our own batteries. We are tending to our inner world, processing our emotions, and gaining clarity about ourselves. This self-care and self-awareness then translate into how we show up in our relationships. When we are more centered, more at peace with ourselves, and more aware of our own needs and boundaries, we are better equipped to engage with others in a genuine, empathetic, and present way. So, we've explored why solitude is so beneficial, but the question remains, How do we practically incorporate it into our busy, hyper-connected lives? It's one thing to understand the value of something and another to make it a consistent practice. Embracing intentional solitude doesn't mean you have to become a hermit or abandon your responsibilities. It's about consciously carving out pockets of time and space for yourself, even amidst a demanding schedule. The key is intention and consistency, no matter how small the start. One of the most effective ways to begin is by actually scheduling me time into your calendar, just as you would schedule a meeting or an appointment. Treat this time as sacred and non-negotiable. It could be as little as 15 to 30 minutes a day, or a longer block of a few hours once a week. What you do during this time is up to you. It could be meditation, journaling, reading, walking in nature, pursuing a hobby, or simply sitting in silence. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, share, and leave a comment below. Your support helps us bring more insightful content to you. We've explored why we shy away from solitude, fear of missing out, dependence on validation, and distraction. But solitude offers deeper self-knowledge, inner peace, and meaningful relationships. It's about intentional connection with ourselves. The most important relationship is with yourself. It's the foundation of your happiness and resilience.